So I found something hilarious over the internet and I tracked it to the source because I saw another content creator reacting to this a little bit and I said, okay, let's find what this is. So Operation Fee Dalton says, at the end of this video, you'll hear directly from Dalton from Montgomery County Jail this morning. White or black, there is something we need to remember about these politicians. When they give low bonds to these people terrorizing your communities, that is a weapon against you. The same way this 1.25 this 1.25 million bond is a weapon against Dalton and free speech. Yeah, miss me with the bullshit. This has absolutely nothing to do with free speech. I'm sorry. So apparently this guy is the Chud Defense Force and he's trying to appeal to black people. He's trying to talk to the black community to have sympathy for Chud the Builder. Both sides want to use him as a symbol, but Dalton was never about division. Really? Really now? Okay. He was following his conscience into uncomfortable places, and yet he never went into the trenches. Why is that? Why is that? Trying to prove that black and white people could talk to each other when everyone with power and money needed them not to. This is the thing that's so fucking crazy. I think we live, I know we live around reality benders, right? One of the things that Chud could not stand was watching a functioning black American or melanated individual being a functioning member of society. But the thing that made him the thing that actually got under his skin even more than that was watching all groupings of people coexist with each other, going out, having a good time, being lovers, being friends, being family. You could see on Chud's face, he crashed out every single time he saw that. And that is the reason why his target mainly was melanated and black Americans. But whenever he had the chance, he showed and he attacked or he antagonized or terrorized. I mean, for fuck's sake, he pepper sprayed a pregnant woman. All right. He went after anyone and everyone who didn't share his hateful, divisive fucking stance. What is this? What is it with these fucking people, right? Specifically, we're talking about these white racists that they sit there and they try to finesse us like we're fucking slow. Again, they have been coming on my channel consistently trying to act like as though either I don't got my shit together and I'm only doing it because I'm black and I got the blacks back, or I care too much. Why should I care? Go outside. One of them said, "Go outside and touch grass." My motherfucker, you are on my page, chimping out because of your lover. Your hero Chud is in jail because he fucked around and found out. But I'm the one that cares too much. You know, whenever there's something on YouTube or anything on a platform that I don't like, I don't even dislike the fucking video. I just keep it pushing to something I like. In fact, I don't even go on YouTube to look at shit that I dislike. I would never look at shit that I dislike. What is it called? Hate watching? And that's the exact reason why I said in my last couple of videos, I'm going to ride this shit to the wheels fall off. I need you to understand. Every single time you go on my video to hate watch or dislike or say something fucking stupid, there's probably going to be a chance that I interact with you because all I'm doing is exploiting you like Chud tried to exploit other people. And I'm going to ride this shit until the wheels fall off. I want to see just how many times I can get the video to get pumped up in fucking views, just built purely on fucking hatred. Anyway, let's get into this video. I'm not reading this other bunch of bullshit. Let's get it.
Hey guys, thank you so much for sharing all the information we're putting out at Operation Free Dalton. It's crucial we get this out as soon as possible, as far and wide as we can, because we have to hold these officials accountable for the weird shit they do. And the discrepancy between bond amounts given to people with multiple priors, murders, rape, it's unspeakable, some of the things these people have done, versus Dalton's unprecedented.
It's not unprecedented at all. There's been multiple times that white people, and I'm gonna put a little bit of the same energy y'all put into it. White people have been on the streets bailing themselves out after doing fucking horrible shit, and then we turn around and find out, oh shit, would you look at that? They had a career criminal history. and they bailed themselves out. The difference is Dalton was streaming. Dalton is a public fucking menace. He also did it in front of a courthouse. I don't think you like, why is this shit not registering in these inferior superiors' heads? I don't get it. We sit there, you guys sit there and complain that the justice system is too relaxed, and I agree with you on that. And yet, when it comes down to your boy getting what he fucking deserves, now it's a problem. Oh, well, what about Carmelo Anthony? You can go back in my videos and see what I said about Carmelo Anthony. Well, whatever. When it comes down to your fucking hero, what was it? What's his? It was George Floyd. George Floyd. Don't give two shits about George Floyd. Try again. Thanks for playing. A criminal is a criminal is a criminal. Chud is a career criminal. He criminaled and he said it was criminal time, and then he found out because he's a criminal. What's the fucking problem? You guys went from Chud is innocent and everything is in his favor to, oh, well, he's going to walk free regardless because it's freedom of speech, to, oh, it's a two-tier justice system. You guys are shitting bricks. I might just extend this fucking Chud Pack week to another one just because this shit is hilarious. Let's continue. Because I find this shit crazy because he's gonna try to appeal to the black community.
$1.25 million bond. And the DA, Robert Nash, wanted to give him no bond.
He shouldn't have.
But the same DA...
He shouldn't have, because when he was firing in front of a fucking court with multiple fucking witnesses, multiple affidavits from Leos in front of the fucking courthouse, he was also, he didn't, mind you, he didn't just, when he was panicking shooting, he didn't just shoot 3 times. He was shooting wildly. He could have hit someone else. Anyway, let's continue.
Okay. Gave individuals who committed multiple murders, priors, bonds less than $100,000. A lot of people think this is attacking white people, freedom of speech, and then, kid gloves for the crimes black people commit. But what we have to understand is, and black community, listen.
No, fuck you. We don't listen to white people telling blacks what the fuck to do. This is the problem right now that we have in America. It's always some, mind you, and it's not normal whites. It's always the fucking ones like politicians or like bleeding heart liberals, or in this case right here, people without our best interest who want to exploit us, telling us how to move forward. Fuck you. But go on though. The funny thing is the look you give a motherfucker when you know they bullshit you before you spank that ass. Okay.
When I say this, when they give these low bonds to the people terrorizing your communities, they're doing that to hurt you. That's a weapon. As much as this high bond is a weapon against Dalton and free speech.
False equivalency. Yes, they do release criminals into the... Oh, so this is actually fucking funny, right? Because for the longest time, I have been saying all this bitching white people do about crimes happening to white people when it's a black person, and yet they're fucking completely silent when our own fucking communities is being terrorized by these individuals that they probably never even heard of or never been in contact with, because they're directly harming black communities, right? Again, we're gonna hit this person's fucking comments, right? The funniest thing is you're trying so fucking hard, right? You're trying so fucking hard to bring us together when the thing is you guys never cared. And I mean specifically white racists and politicians have never cared about crime in black communities as long as it doesn't touch white people. This is the reason why you was giving grants out to fucking Asians and Chinese people so that they could do business in black communities, because you wanted to make sure you didn't really want them to do business with you guys until you saw that they were as fucking useful as they were. But this is the reason why they didn't want to give businesses or grants or anything like that to black people to open up their own businesses in their own fucking neighborhoods. And instead they kept introducing more and more buffer groupings into the United States to keep black people down. Let's be fucking real here. This is the reason why I say it's terrible about what happens when a crime happens anywhere. But you can't expect me to care more about one crime when consistently I am aware of fucking crimes happening to black people in these communities. And there's no where's the fucking outrage for a fucking there was literally a girl, white girl, who got killed. And Elon Musk said that shit was concerning. And then a black girl got killed, and Elon by a white dude, and Elon Musk was crickets. Literally the same scenario, but this is kind of sad. The situation what happened with the black girl was actually just a little bit worse, in my personal opinion. In my personal opinion, just was a little bit worse. Even though, let's be real here, death ultimately is the worst, followed by closely rape. I don't even think rape is really that close, to be honest. I think rape is fucking terrible. I think rape is like probably the next thing. But death is ultimately the worst thing that could possibly happen to a person. Right? Wrongful death, violent death, all of that. Terrible.
Letting these criminals go for next to nothing, knowing they're going to kill people you know, your friends and family at some point, these people are the problem. Dalton was exposing that.
No, he wasn't. Dalton was going around and he was harassing and antagonizing and terrorizing any fucking person that he had the chance to do it to. What the fuck are you talking? This is the fucking problem, right? You're always going to run into some disingenuous asshole that's going to sit there and pretend that they give a fuck about you. They're going to say some things that you like, but ultimately they have an agenda. We know what the fuck this person's doing. And if you don't know, I'm here to help you. I'm here to swim through the politics and the bullshit so you don't drown too. This motherfucker right here is disingenuous, just like any other fucking Chud the Builder Defense Force cocksucking fucking individuals. The only thing that I find actually somewhat amusing in this is that he's admitting that he's aware, that he knows that when it comes down to other groupings, right? They release fucking criminals into their fucking communities and they don't care. Again, a perfect example of this is when they was pretending that they couldn't do nothing about the illegals. And then the illegals showed up on Martha's Vineyard. And what the fuck happened? They had the military come. And not just police, not the police, not counselors. They got the fucking military with guns to come and remove these people. To remove them. And when they was being removed, what did the rich white people do? Oh my God. Oh my God. They even did the COVID thing where they put out the heart symbol while everyone else is dying, or there's some bad shit happening in the background, people dying on the fucking bed because they're not getting help or treated. They do the heart sign like they gave a fuck about those people. Stop the fucking bullshit. He exposed shit.
And before I play the audio of Dalton, I just want to let you know that Dalton's not, like, he's just a dude. He's a contractor who got canceled over this word.
Then he should have learned not to say the fucking word. Why is it so hard? Do you guys have such low impulse? You say that shit all the time to black people. You know what this video reminds me of? Do you guys remember when they was doing a TED Talk and there was this fucking white woman on stage and she was appealing for pedophilia? So she used her softest woman voice to try to like lower your fucking guard to what she was talking about. She was like, Jonas is just like me and you, but Jonas is only attracted to women, or Jonas is only attracted to females. Mind you, perfect wording, because that's the only word that would be acceptable. Females age fucking 9 to 12. It's like, get the fuck out of here, woman. Doing the same fucking thing. You a grown ass man. That's your fucking voice. Why are you talking so soft? You don't know most black Americans don't like fucking weakness like this? Because it means you're a coward. It means that you're up to something. Say that shit with your chest.
You know, he took the word that ruined his life and found himself not being able to have a job. I mean, the cancel efforts to get him fired and to not get him work when he started his own business, a lot of people put a lot of effort into that. And black people, let's just be honest. The blackest thing you could do if you had your life ruined over talking shit to a white guy, call him a cracker.
Cracker and the N word is not even the close same thing. Cracker was used to describe a person who was a slave owner back in the day, cracking a whip on a black person, a nigger, if you want to be honest here. Those words are not even close to the fucking same thing. Again, the blackest thing you can do. Believe me, one thing about black Americans, right? If we want to hurt your fucking feelings, we don't gotta call you a cracker. Oh, we don't gotta call you a. See, this is the thing that's so fucking crazy. They speak like as though they fucking know us. This is the biggest problem that they've always had. The blackest thing, mind you, he said the blackest thing. Again, it's always white people thinking that they can do whatever the fuck that they want when it comes down to people that they deem lesser than. There's always them sitting there trying to speak for us or fight our fucking battles. And again, they don't have your best intentions at fucking heart.
Blackest thing you could do is just fucking walk around calling everyone cracker if you're gonna get paid for it.
No, that's not. What the fuck are you talking? What? At least I like the fact that now he's being a little bit more honest, even though he's being a little bit more honest on how he feels about black people. If this is what he believes, the blackest thing a black person can do is go around and call white people cracker. No black person is just going around doing that shit. And especially if he had a fucking family that gave a fuck about him or friends or whatever like this. The craziest thing is that when it comes down to black and white fucking people, black people are described as the whole for crimes of the fucking few. But when it comes down to white people doing crazy shit, we don't consider Dalton to be all fucking white people. This is why I explicitly state when I'm talking about racist whites, we're not talking about normal whites, the overwhelming majority, or even half. The racist whites are a fringe fucking group. Now, don't get me wrong. You're going to have more white people that may not be actually racist, but again, they're so fucking stupid, right, that they feel like as though they are entitled to pushing their bullshit on people that they believe are lesser than, or again, it's fucked up. But I'm just going to be honest there. A lot of white people don't understand the problem with saying the word the way that they do or pushing fucking boundaries, because for them and their entire life, they've never had to sit there and be judged the way that black people are. And this is not to sit here and say white people cannot struggle. It is not to sit there and say white people have not been judged wrongly. That is not what I'm sitting here saying. All I'm sitting here saying is it's not the fucking same. If white people had a connection and history, and it was recorded to this day of their fucking thing when they were enslaved, because yes, white people were also enslaved. When the Africans were fucking trading off my ancestors that came to fucking America, white people were slaves too. Again, my channel, I am just. I am. I'm not going to sit here and lie to anyone to make myself feel better. Why would I give racist whites ammunition to prove me wrong and shoot me? That's one of the worst things anybody could fucking do. I think as a content creator who talks about political shit, I'm never going to guide you and say some shit to make you feel good just so it can be disproven and used against you. Slavery was a thing all around the world. White people came out on top. That's just the fact of life. That is just the fact of life. But what we see is that you have white people sitting there and they say, oh, you shouldn't care about it. No one cares about it until you bring it up and act like it's not a big deal. And this is the thing. We know you guys will be losing your shit and chipping out because we see how you guys act when you get even 1/4 of the same energy you guys push out. Let me be very clear on my bottom line. Racist whites, fuck them. Racist blacks, fuck them. Racist Spanish people, fuck them. Racist Asians, fuck them. Racist Muslims, fuck them. Oh, everybody who has that small ass tribalistic mindset can go and fuck off in their small pockets of the world. Period. That's all that there is to it.
That was the thing you could do is just fucking walk around calling everyone white guy, call him cracker. Blackest thing you could do is just fucking walk around calling everyone cracker if you're gonna get paid for it. That was the spirits of the civil rights movement, right?
The civil rights movement. I'm sorry. Did this motherfucker just say that the civil rights movement was going around and the blackest thing, what they were doing was just going around calling white people crackers? A word that white people made up for themselves? You think that that's what it was about? Man, finish this fucking video, dog. This dude is something else.
And he was just starting to earn respect and build bridges between the black community who understood that he wasn't doing it out of hostility, or that he didn't, or that he hated black people. That wasn't the issue. You saw how he lit up when he would ask people, "Do you believe in free speech?" And then, drop the N bomb. And, if they were cool about it, he matched that energy and he loved it and he lit up. And I saw that he was on that arc. He was dramatizing a lot of pent up things in the culture. And I think that's why they wanted him out. Before I play the audio, I just want to say, stop using Dalton as a symbol to escalate conflict or to lynch him. He's a person.
It's always.
All have something in common with Dalton.
No, the fuck we don't. I have absolutely nothing in common with Dalton. The average individual has absolutely nothing in fucking common with Dalton. The only thing that you have in common with Dalton is you're fucking disingenuous. The fact that he even did what he did and tried to lie his way out, turned off his stream, and thought that there were multiple cameras. Again, low impulse, low IQ ass chimp behavior. It's always, this is the fucking problem. Malcolm X said that shit best. The thing to fear the most will be a white liberal smiling in your fucking face. It would. This guy is not a liberal, but he's using liberal ass tactics. Right? He's using lefty ass tactics. Again, somebody was like, "Yo, this man used 70% of the video to try to appeal to black people," and the whole entire time, this man is trying to gaslight us. Apology or whatever the fuck this says, rejected, Playboy. Get the fuck out of here. The only bridge that he was actually making was black and white people wanted to bust that motherfucker's ass. Shout out to the Hispanics over there, because Hispanic people, it shows time and time again, every single time you get the ball in your court, you guys are right with the fucking, the supposed oppressors you hate. You're Spanish when you're proud and you're in numbers, but when you're alone, you want to be close to whiteness. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Hispanic people. I don't care that your skin is light. I don't care if you're dark, but you me no black. You guys are fucking cornballs. The only time I've seen Hispanic people stand on fucking business, and this is crazy, is when it's directly affecting them. Right? When somebody calls a Hispanic person out of the name on some racist shit, now they mad. But they love racism when it's somebody else. That is the craziest shit I've ever seen. Crazy. Did you guys saw that Chud the Builder had some fucking Hispanic camera boy with him? Who's just loving him saying the N-word and all of this shit and antagonizing and threatening and all of this other shit to people? Get that motherfucker too. Because he should know better. He should have been recording that shit. He should have saw what Dalton did. If he wasn't aware about what the motherfucker was about, he knew what he was about. I see these same fucking white talking heads. Oh, don't go after him. Don't go after the cameraman. Get the fuck out of here.
Whether you're white or black, except Indians, nothing common. But all have something in common with Dalton, whether you're white or black. Except Indians, nothing common. But
he can't hide his racism. He can't. He can't hide his racism. He can't hide his racism for less than 4 minutes. I mean, he cracked in like 2 minutes and like some change. Crazy. And look, he's thinking about it. Yeah, that was smooth, right? We all have something in common with Dalton.
Maybe we can all come together and support Dalton. Because the enemy of all of us are the people going after Dalton. They are the social engineers who crippled our communities.
Are you going to start saying it's the Jews? Are you really going to sit here and say that slavery was the Jews? Are you going to say that they owned all the boats, even though we have paperwork that shows it was whites that also owned slaves, much more than Jews? Are we going to do this now? Is this what? Yo, it's always so fucking crazy to watch these people who have had a head start for so fucking long fumble so fucking badly, or they want to take all the tries but none of the fucking stumbles. Are we fucking serious? Black people, it's not your fault that you do what you do. The Jews put you up to it. The Jews were the ones who were doing all the slavery. It was the Jew. I guarantee you he's going to end up talking about the Jews, or we're going to look at the comments and it's going to be about the Jews. I guarantee it. Because they can't help themselves.
By putting speech laws on one demographic, having no standards for another demographic, creating this perpetual conflict while they sit back and profit off it and obscure their own crimes. I hope this week we can do what Dalton really wanted, which is talk to each other and figure this out.
No, what Dalton really wanted was to shoot a black individual and pretend that he was defending himself. For the longest time, Dalton has been, because I've literally watched the man do it. In every video, he kept trying to position himself as a person being attacked after being the aggressor. This is not about freedom of speech. He was using fighting words. Those are not protected under the First Amendment, Second Amendment, whatever the fuck. Then it's not protected under free speech. You are not protected of free speech when you antagonize a citizen. You're not.
Self-reflect, clean up our own communities. He didn't have hate in his heart. And
yeah, what the fuck?
Whatever chaos they're trying to pull out of this scenario.
He literally says series finale is a chimp with his brains blown out. The fuck, yo, you so disingenuous, dog. So fucking disingenuous. Can we get to the? Okay, I just want to see how much love more of this bullshit was left.
Let's hear from Dalton.
Hey everybody, it's Chud. I'm doing all right in here. They got me locked up by myself. I just wanted to tell everybody that it brings me to tears to see all the support that I'm getting.
I think it's actually fucking crazy. Why are you not in there talking about freedom of speech? Why are you not bringing people together, Dalton? You was about that shit when you was able to threaten people in public with cameras on you. Why don't you go outside of PC and go say, hey, you believe in freedom of speech? What up? Now you're surrounded by the blacks that you claimed were everyday blacks. I bet a lot of them in there aren't even the ones that you're really afraid of. But I guarantee you they're gonna show you a good time. You probably disappointed because again, you called a bunch of people faggots and bitches and mud sharks and all of this. Again, you call people faggots, even though we know your history. I bet you depressed in it because nobody would touch you. Again, that's some shit that you see in fucking Hollywood. Happens very rarely in fucking prison. It does happen though, but I guarantee you Chud the Fairy would be very depressed to find out nobody's gonna touch him in there like that. Oh, they'll touch him, but not the way he thinks they're gonna touch him.
To hear everybody that's trying to help me out, and man, I love all of you guys, and I'm sorry that this bullshit is going on, but truth always comes to light. The Lord is with me in here. They can never take him from me. Thank you guys for all your support. It genuinely means the world. I don't even know what to think. I just want to get out of here so that I can see the light of day, hold my son, hold my girl, see my family again. Thank you.
Your girl doesn't want nothing to do with you. She's changing the name of your son because you're a fuck up. Let's be real here. You're a deadbeat. Yeah, I mean, you're come on, dog. It's funny. A lot of the shit that he accuses black men of being, for example, domestic violence towards women, beating women, X, Y, and Z, being fucking deadbeat fathers. Again, he chose to do all of this shit. Crazy. Crazy, crazy.
Everybody who sent any money. So I got to get out of here so that we can do something, so we can fight this.
Fucking hilarious. Let's look at the fucking comments, shall we? We don't seek to fight anyone over race, but have no illusions. Many of them want to see us gone from the earth. Just never forget that. Of course, of course, of course. A certain tribe. Look how y'all talk about black people every day and wonder why they don't like you. Get on hand, be blatantly racist every day, and then say black people want us dead for no reason. Try talking to black people in public and see how the interaction goes. Being treated like I have done something wrong by saying hello to black people as I walk down the street is part of what convinced me everything I have ever believed as a liberal was a lie. Okay, so you're a fucking liberal. That's your fucking problem right there. Ain't got nothing to do with blacks. Can I make this bigger? Can I make it smaller? Can I make it bigger? We don't even care y'all exist. It's the opposite, racist fuck. But if we gotta fight back, we will. You say that, but all I've heard for the last decade from blacks is how my people, our heritage and culture, aka whiteness, is evil. It must be destroyed. Your people openly call for the destruction of everything America ever was. The fuck are you? Okay, again, America would not exist without black people. America would not exist without white people. It's as simple as that. We are fucking interlocked. It is the truth. Which one is different? Black people sitting there and saying whiteness is evil, if that's what they're saying, or white people actually bombing black communities? White people fucking redlining black communities. White people purposely taking away opportunities that were earned from black people, black Americans, and putting in other people in favor of them. Are we fucking, again, when all these fucking illegals was coming into the United States, they weren't just coming into the United States and not getting help. They were getting help and then some. They were getting brand new shelters, right? They were getting brand new apartments. I've seen some of these motherfuckers that weren't even here for 3 years get a whole ass house. Government assisted house through a fucking church. So I don't want to hear none of that shit. None of that. You guys are so fucking worried, so obsessed with black people and sabotaging black people. You're willing to sabotage the entire United States. And that's what white racist people, politicians, etc. have done. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, well, it's the Jews. Again, it's always projection with these people. White people are hunted in the streets all day, every day. You can claim the numbers are lies, but we know they are real. Again, this person's just nuts. But of course they're gonna get likes. The problem is the majority outweighs the few. It's more racist people in the world than non-racist people. That's not true, actually, Denzel. I believe every racist in the world want to see me like this just for existing because I said black people haven't did anything to any other race to get the hate we receive. Again, it seems as though there's more fucking racists in the world. Holy shit, you found a new grift? Dan's campaign is over? LOL, Chud did this to himself. He created a whole character to harass blacks because he was getting paid. Now that he went too far, we support to feel bad for him? Whites are being exploited and destroyed, and the ones doing it are the same ones that introduced crack cocaine and AIDS into the black community. Same ones that gave the entire town syphilis. Same ones that prop up idols and then murder them and when they no longer useful. White and blacks are getting screwed over by the same enemies, and they convince us to fight each other. This Dalton thing was just supposed to accelerate the racial tension. It's a healthy rotation between that and Christian-Muslim tension. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. This is a spot-on fucking comment. I had to explain to somebody earlier today that it's elites. But don't get it twisted. Everything that this person just said, he admits, has happened to blacks by whites. I don't give this again. They did not give a fuck when it happens to black Americans. They did not care. Now we're supposed to care. This is we need to focus on the enemy. I can multitask. I'm black. I can do anything I fucking want to do. And that's why they're so fucking scared of us. That's the reason why they continue to sabotage us. Because they're afraid of us. That's the truth. Intellectually dishonest statement. The dude was radically harassing black people. It was inevitable that someone cracked on him. If he didn't take all the necessary steps by leaving his house, going to the courtroom, and starting to harass locals, he wouldn't be in this position. From bad must come good. Solid takes in your video. I would suggest, as you mentioned, that the bottom out issue is a major case and investigation to be followed up with. That ultimately would help black communities. I'm sure there's a bigger story here related to that. This is not only about freedom of speech. This is not only about freedom of speech, but double standard in application of law. The fact that a black man who actually murdered someone unprovoked gets $250,000 bond, whereas a white man who acted in self-defense. So again, this is a disingenuous take. While a white man acted in self-defense, how do you know it's self-defense? It's not, but how do you know? Why do we keep running this fucking lie? You can go to different news sites. You can literally hear it from the fucking the affidavit if you really wanted to. The thing that they charged him on was the multiple CCTV around. Do people not think that there's fucking high definition cameras around a fucking courthouse? You think that multiple police officers on the scene and multiple witnesses and broad daylight next to a fucking court wouldn't see it? You thought that this court was empty. That's what it is. You thought the outside of court, where you have people coming in and out, is empty. Are you fucking serious? This guy is exposing the two-tier justice system. It's absolute bullshit that Chudge is being charged with self-defense. The video was clear. He was attacked. Wishing the best for Dalty. Okay, now. Now it's a two-tier justice system. Okay. I agree with much of what you said, but you people need to learn exactly what free speech is. You can tell a government official, such as a cop, to fuck off. There's nothing you can do about it. Tell your boss that, and you just fucked yourself. Learn the difference. Again, freedom of speech, you are not protected from citizens. You're not. They can choose to treat you differently based on what you say. That's what freedom of speech is. The government cannot do the shit that they want to do to, well, do the shit that they want to do. Do shit to you for saying how you feel about things. That's freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is not going around and fucking antagonizing, harassing people and not expecting nothing in return. That black kid's bail should have been $3 billion, but I think Chuck was just right. The last thing I want is his bitch ass back on the streets, running his pussy ass mouth. He got a level playing field in jail, and plenty of blacks can call niggas. I wonder if he'll do. He won't. You can hear the fatigue in his voice. Our job is to make sure he doesn't lose hope. He's gonna get a bond reduction when they have the preliminary. Looks like it, and a bail bondsman is already involved. Anyway. Our job is to make sure he doesn't get out alive or before he's 80. Frail and wobbly, he's a cankerworm, a menace, and an absolute waste of oxygen. Pretty spiteful. Hope you stop being a piece of shit someday. You know who didn't stop being a piece of shit to the day he was arrested? Chud the Builder. Why don't you care about what he does? I just think that is fucking funny. He needs more than a bond reduction. He needs a great lawyer. Damn, breaking the law is expensive. Just think, he could have been at home with his family watching someone else go through this, but no. Quit lying, clown. Show me one example where this DA gave someone with multiple murders a $100,000 bond. As black folks, we are tired of the grift, and we are exhausted with the bothering black folks consistently. This dude is just rambling. What in the fuck are you smoking? Yeah, dude, he was getting white and blacks to talk to each other. He was calling people niggers as a job, dude. He got what came to him. Again, people were coming together in the fact that they hated Chud. That's what they were coming together on. Shout out to Spanish people because you guys were fucking silent for the majority of it. Unless it directly involved you. I think that shit is crazy. I know Asian people weren't really doing much. They weren't saying shit either, right? Again, there is something I think what it is, I think why people like blacks but hate blacks at the same time, black Americans, is because we're the only fucking race that every other race, right? Dick sucks up to white people. That's really what it is. And it's not just normal white people. They dick suck towards racist white people. This is just a fact. Black women hate black men, vice versa. But I'll tell you one thing. Black women don't hate black men as much as Asian women hate Asian men and go towards white men. Am I right? Am I right? Okay, I'm fucking with you guys. Not really. I'm not really. Anyway, what I am trying to sit here and say is I just find it, I think we cracked the fucking case on that, right? Every other fucking group, right, sucks up to white people and want proximity to whiteness. Blacks are perhaps the only fucking group that white people are obsessed with. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Okay, what about the serial murderers? Okay, here we go. Let's get back to this. Yeah, white countries don't need people who think like this. You should be deported at least halfway back to Africa. You talking to me? I'm white, dumbass, more American than you, and probably more racist than you. Except I'm not doing mental gymnastics to convince myself Chud did nothing wrong. Damn, we got a racist on a race. You know what's actually crazy about this? So I was told that racists actually don't like Chud because Chud makes racists look bad. Because for racists, again, they have this warped sense of what they're doing is just, right? So when they see Dalton doing the type of shit that he's doing, and he ends up getting clipped because he's doing terrible fucking things, it looks bad. And another thing, how are you a racist and you care about freedom of speech and fucking and X, Y, and Z? White supremacy don't care about any of that because they don't believe that some people even have rights. They should have even rights. What the fuck are we talking about? He's Indian. Is he? Oh, here comes another racist. Okay, what about the serial murderers they're releasing with low bond? Any opinion on that? You know what's actually funny? I keep seeing this fucking page, right? It's crazy. I keep seeing this fucking racist bitch on my fucking thing. Yeah, let's do that now, shall we? Let's do that now. Just be done with her. Anyway, you do not have a right to assault someone because they say something you don't like. Control your emotions. Chud has the law on his side. Okay, then why did Chud shoot the guy? Again, the same shit that Chud has done, and you give him a pass. Oh, well, he punched Chud, so Chud shot him. Okay, well, Chud sprayed pepper spray on people. Yes? You know that's considered assault, right? No, I'm sorry. That's actually a fucking felony. Sorry, that's battery. That's a fucking felony. That's assault and battery. Are you yo? He's not on trial for saying words, dumbass. Dalton is toast. For saying a word, Jesus, dude, you need some soul searching. Get fucked. Whatever. I wish we didn't need a Chud to be the person showing the problem with black violence in the US. Bro, what are we talking about? Chud's whole fucking purpose was going out there to get clips of black people doing bad things. And all of his fucking encounters, right? He didn't get exactly what he claimed black people do. In fact, I would say every single one of his encounters went exceptionally well for Chud. Good or not. Because if we were as fucking these savage monsters as they claim we are, we was these fucking well, of course they don't want to fuck with the black vulturemites. If black Americans were as dangerous as he claims they are, Chud would have been dead stream one. Are we fucking serious? Are we serious? I wish we didn't need a Chud to be showing the problem with the black violence in the U.S. He is hardly a great ambassador, but he was an effective one. The black people he encountered on a regular basis are the violent prone. The black people he encountered on a regular basis are the violence-prone thugs that millions have to deal with every day. Are you talking about the bouncer? Are you talking about the bouncer at the club that Chud had to get pressed by a woman because she called him calling him an N-word when Chud walked the fuck away? Are you talking about what are we talking? What are we fucking serious? Are we talking about the melanated individual who was just going to his card and Chud was starting his bullshit, and then Chud got real mad, visibly upset because there was a fucking white girl that was in the mix and he was calling her a mud shark and he was telling him that he was gonna shoot the fucking guy? Like, you guys are so full of shit. This again, I'm guessing this is another burner account. Of course it is. Of course it is. We'll move on. Black people love chicken and watermelon. He could have streamed himself sharing chicken and watermelon to blacks, but his conscience had said no go. Harass him instead. I mean, that's harassing them as well. That's still a character. That would be harassment. But his conscience said no. Go harass them instead. That's how you talk to them. You are a monumental retard, man. Get the fuck out of here. Whites love meth and rape and incest, bro. Chud was terrorizing the black community. Are you tone deaf? Chud is exactly where he needs to be, in a cage with steel doors like a wild chimp. I agree. It's all political. Our just us system is corrupt to the core, bro. Okay. Operation Dalton. What a fucking joke. The shit you guys choose to make a movement is crazy. Again, they're supporting a criminal. This sounds almost the same as when you had the stupid ass black people, also with white people overwhelmingly, supporting criminals. It's almost like there's trash pieces of every grouping. But one side will sit there and pretend that their shit don't stink. Glad to hear from him that he's doing okay and that they have him locked up by himself. Chud has gone Chud has done more for the narrative in just a few months than literally every single one of his detractors have done their entire career. Send in prayers Chud's way tonight. Yo, this is the shit that kills me, and this is the reason why I don't like dealing with religious people or people. There's so many people that use God's name in vain. And mind you, this is coming from a person who is not religious. That shit makes my skin crawl. I told you guys what really fucked with me was when that kid was in that fucking school and he stabbed that other kid where he did the kid that went to a fucking school where he did not belong, got into some bullshit, probably was getting bullied, don't give a fuck, killed somebody, right? Wrongfully killed somebody, and all these fucking Christians and MAGAs and right wingers. At first, it was the bot burner accounts pushing the hate. You had the Groypers, X, Y, and Z. But the craziest thing was seeing all these fucking people who were supposed like Christians and all of this shit mask off and really tell people how they feel because they were emboldened, because they were so angry. Same shit with Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was killed, right? And they were sitting here talking about race war. The same people that didn't even like Charlie, the same people that didn't like Charlie Kirk, the same people that don't give a shit about fucking Dalton, they just want this man to be their fucking entertainment, or they're too much cowards that they need Dalton because they can't do it in real life. These people are just terrible fucking people. A free Chud t-shirt. Go wear that in public, see what happens. It's in front of a judge now. Stop fucking crying about freedom. This part is called justice, and it's here to protect everyone's freedom, not just Chud. They will both catch charges for this. End of story. Thank you for standing up for us and Chud. I support both you and Chud, and really respect you guys for standing up to the system in this this anti-white country. The country's not anti-white, buddy. The country is just anti-white male. That's really what it is. That's really what it is. Your women have all the fucking power. Besides elites, because elites are at the very top. Elites are the politicians. Elites are the ones that change the laws. Elites are the ones that have their hands in everyone's pockets. Elites are the ones that live in the gated communities while they sit there and they want just infinite fucking illegals to come into your towns and cities and all of that shit. And they're okay with it, right? Elites are the fucking mayors. They're all of that shit. But the women are the ones that push all of this shit. All of it. They're the ones that push all of it. They don't like you. Our women don't like us. But they really don't like white people. They really don't like white men. And so you get online and you crash out. You talk about being replaced, about your birth rates declining. X, Y, and Z. Feminism had a role to play in that. Marxism, all of that shit. And the first thing you do is you crash out on a person that don't look like you, thinking that's just going to change things, that's going to fix things. Fucking crazy. I do believe that blacks are weaponized against whites by the small hat tribe, but until blacks stop being such overzealous participants in the pressures of crime, we cannot work together. 21 likes. Insane. Sucks that so many don't understand what he was doing, and it's probably impossible to make them understand without forcing them to live a decade as a neighbor in the ghetto trash. It sounds like an abusive discussion file complaints with the Bar Association and the proper authorities. When these motherfuckers do something wrong, you have to file complaints. The more complaints they get, the more of an impact that will make. Why do propagandists keep saying this is freedom of speech? He held on 4 counts and none of them relates to First or Second Amendments. Attempted murder, employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. How about just sit back and trust the process? You mean our government and justice system isn't playing fair? You mean the same system that trades favors for favors? The same people who run international pedal rings and rub it in the citizens' face as a new day? This is not a free speech case. This is a man who built his platform on spreading and promoting racism. He is a menace to society, and he must be held accountable for promoting hate and pushing a racial divide. Fuck him. People like this are excited that people like that. I'm sorry. People like this are excited that people like Chud saying what they think. Prison is best for pieces of shit like this. Blacks have to go back to Africa. Jews and Muslims to the Middle East, and the Chinese back to China. See, this is the shit we like to hear, right? I want all the fucking Asians, right? All the girls who had babies with white men just because they were white men. I want all the Spanish people, the Mino blacks who want to be racist, right? All the fucking Spanish people who, because they got light skin, they think that they're white, right? This right here, this fucking comment right here, right, is perfect. Because again, they will always close ranks. They will always do purity tests. Because again, they're gonna close ranks on Italians, right? They're going to close ranks on the Irish. Their white people are going to start. Okay, let's just say somehow it's a fucked up, twisted world. They actually had the fucking manpower to do what they want to do. And they just was able to get rid of all the Spanish. Because again, they're going to get rid of the Spanish. Then they're going to get rid of the blacks if they could, right? The black Americans, they would try to get rid of them. And then they're going to go after the Asians, right? So you Asians, you motherfuckers are out. Then what's going to happen, right, is they're going to start going after all the white people who are mixed, right? I hate to break it to you. They don't consider Asians. You motherfuckers are so stupid. Oh my God, they're so dumb. Anyway, Jews and Muslims to the Middle East and the Chinese back to China. Once we do that, we can start fixing America. Until then, we will be divided and distracted, which is their plan. The elites and politicians are the enemies here. Whites came here from Europe. They aren't native to this land either. With that being the case, except everyone, Native Americans would need to leave. Everyone except Native Americans would need to leave. Or we can realize that a lot of people are people with societal issues, not race issues, and come up with real solutions. This is a white man's country, whether you like it or not. It's facts. We are allowed, we allow Jews, Muslims, Chinese here. They each have their own reasons for them not to be here. Cause too much trouble, overstayed their welcome. Doesn't matter who is native to this land or not, it's irrelevant. Whites came here for a reason, and we just did that and created America. Blacks are beyond repair in America and will never heal. They just have animosity towards whites. It's very relevant when you think you can just tell people who needs to leave. Whites caused the animosity. Blacks people didn't just drop from the clouds. They were kidnapped and brought here as... They weren't kidnapped. They weren't kidnapped. Or should I say they weren't all kidnapped. There's receipts of when Africans, because Africans was heavily into slave trade. I mean, they're still in the slave trade. Right now, I just think it's funny. You had the president of Ghana fly over the fucking Volta Dam when you have child slavery, come to the United States, talk about some he wants to celebrate the descendants of fucking Africans in New York. Get the fuck out of here. Completely flew over his own goddamn dam and all the other fucking places in Africa that has slavery. Ignored all the issues that's happening in Africa to talk about some fucking reparations. There's always some fucking African trying to beg for some shit. It's crazy. Thank God they jailed Chud and not these scholars. Listen, dog, I can easily pull up multiple videos of white people doing fucking terrible things. School shootings, rape. I mean, do we really need to play this fucking game? Do we? Do we? Seriously, do we? Like, this shit is so fucking redundant. The only accountability here we go. This is gonna be the last one. The only accountability option we have left is rope. There is no more wagging the finger and telling them to do better. They know what they are doing. A fucking Nazi. A fucking Nazi. 100% a fucking Nazi. Like a fucking Nazi. You know, again, this is why I've been saying I do truly believe now Elon Musk is a fucking racist. I've always hated when people just say shit about people being racist and they have no factual evidence. Elon Musk is aware of all of this shit. I forgot who said that Elon Musk should just rename this fucking app to, instead of X, to hate. Elon Musk is aware of this shit. Yes. He's aware of this shit. Okay, that's fucking insane. That bitch is insane. 70% of black families do not have a father. Yo, bro. Again, they really be having pictures of Chud up here, looking like he's fucking Jesus Christ. Insane. Anyway, I'll catch you motherfuckers later. Speaking specifically to you white racists, because this week has just started. Peace.